welcome to Would I Lie to You? Today, I'm still Scribbler. We're just not talking about pastoral horse literature. Instead, I have gathered up a little host of victims, friends, who have come to play a game of Would I Lie to You, which is, in actual fact, a British TV show, but I will explain the rules so everybody can follow. First of all, joining me today, I have Neighrator Pony.
Hello.
VladiVoices.
I'm very sleepy.
Xena.
Here.
And Cerridwen.
Hello.
We're going to be playing 2 different rounds of this game, although how long each round lasts will be entirely up to how much fun we're having. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. This is the inaugural idea of this, because we have no idea whether or not this is going to work. We are literally making this up as we go along. The whole idea of Would I Lie to You is being able to convince people you're not lying when you are, or that you are lying when you're not. We're going to do our first round. It's called Home Truths. Each member of the I don't know what to call you, victim board? Panel, okay. Each member of the panel, Neighrator has been partaking of many a British comedy show since he's been in the UK, therefore he's much more of an expert than I am. Each member of the panel will read out a statement about themselves, and all the opposing people have to decide whether it's true or a lie. And the opposing people are allowed to interrogate the person reading the statement, and if it's a lie, they must think of a response on the spot to convince all the other participants that it is true. We'll go for a couple of minutes, and at the end, we'll get votes on whether or not they think it's a lie or a truth, and then the winner will get points. Although, let's be honest, the points are not really that important. It's more about just having fun.
Do we have any fabulous prizes?
The fabulous prizes you will find later on, since you are currently upstairs.
Whoa! Okay.
Wow. that.
I would make him a cup of tea. What are all you heathens thinking about?
And you guys are complaining I was too voted.
I was thinking that apparently this game's already rigged. Where's my tea?
I could go for a nice cuppa, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
I thought that you just wanted a crumpet, mate.
Well, where's that?
Vladi, do you see why I'm so antagonistically lewd with Scribbler?
Let's get started, shall we?
Right. So the participants do not know what statement I'm going to send each of them. They don't know whether it's one of the facts they have already sent me via DM or a lie that I have written up instead. They have to read it and read it out to everybody and sell it. Let's see how this goes. Do we have any volunteers as first tribute?
Cerridwen, they volunteered.
Xena, you volunteered yourself. Thank you very much.
My mouth is full. Nope.
Well done.
So
Brilliant
we'll
volunteer.
go Xena. You want to go first?
No. Let Xena go first.
Okay.
He opened his
so
big
we'll
mouth.
go Xena, MP, Vladi, Cerridwen.
Sure, let's do that.
All right, then. So Xena's going to read out this statement, which he has not seen before, does not know what I've sent him until now. And the rest of you, for the next few minutes, are allowed to ask him questions about it. And at the end, we'll decide whether or not you think he is lying or telling the truth. Xena?
I got temporarily kicked out of college for having an explosive device detonate in my bag.
Anybody have any questions for him?
Did you know about the device beforehand?
Yeah, I did.
Did you rig it to explode yourself?
No, I did not.
Did you get in legal trouble for having an explosive device on a school campus?
I did not.
Ah, yes, the UK. It's the bastion of education. Explosions in school? Nah, it's probably fine.
I'm not going to give out any more information on what people ask, so you guys are going to...
What was the occasion exactly, Xena? Was it, what's your 4th of July you have over there, Baston Day? What's it called?
That's France!
I don't know.
Field Day!
I don't know, it's all Europe.
Do you
I
mean...
don't fucking know.
Oh, Bonfire Night. Do you mean Bonfire Night?
Yeah.
No, it's not the 5th of November.
Are you can tell the story. I've seen the show that you're allowed to do that. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the circumstances in which you found yourself on a school campus with an explosive device.
So, I used to get bullied a lot when I was at school and stuff.
And so you brought a bomb?
And so...
Wow!
So the laws in the UK are a little bit strange in that you can have certain explosive devices on you. And I thought it would be a good...
This is news to me!
Yeah, they are a little bit
Sus.
loose in the UK in certain places. And because I was so petrified of being bullied and I was a little nerd... By the way, I was 16, 17 in college. And so I had a flashbang on me quite often, more than one usually. And so once upon a time, I had one of these in my bag, and one of my friends, who was like 6'8", huge guy, was fucking around once, and I kept these flashbangs in a fanny pack. And so I was grabbed by this giant guy, basically off of my feet and shoved against a wall, which at the time I did not fucking think was going to be a problem until about 10 seconds later my bag exploded.
Okay, I have many questions. What's your plan if you see the bully in the hallway? And was your plan to do a ninja vanish and throw the explosive device and then make your escape?
Pretty much. It did work. I mean, it deafened everybody in the fucking hallway when it went off.
You have time for one more question each.
I don't think I have a question, but were there any repercussions for this?
I was kicked out of college for a few weeks.
Only for a few weeks?
Just a few!
I'm not going to volunteer any more information than what you ask. So
like, did the bully himself narc on you? So yeah, he threw a fucking grenade at me.
It was no bully was involved with this.
Oh, right,
It was a friend of mine.
Yes, all right.
And the final question goes to Vladi before we do votes.
Is this a lie?
No, that's not allowed. You have found the one question you're not allowed to ask.
Look who's making retroactive rules now. Golly.
Oh my gosh.
I kind of assumed that was the case. I got none.
I have a question. One more question. Can I ask for more questions?
No! Stop being Aladdin!
He can have mine.
No,
he can have my question.
Right, voting time. So, let's see whether or not we think this is a lie or the truth. So, Vladi, do you think that Xena is lying or telling the truth?
I'm thinking lie.
Neighrator, do you think that he is lying or telling the truth?
Truth.
And Cerridwen, do you think he's lying or telling the truth?
I think the truth. I was very nearly going to say lie.
Xena, was it a lie or the truth?
It was true.
It was true! Which means that Neighrator and Cerridwen get a point, and Vladi does not.
Whee!
I assume Scribbler's reaction to the whole explosion law thing might have meant it was made up.
Nope. I have been given things that are written down. I have been not told any context for some of these things. So some of this is a voyage of discovery for me also.
Yeah,
okay.
I was
My
a weird
goodness.
teenager.
Right, so,
My
Neighrator, it's your turn now. I have sent you your statement.
I know how to milk a cow.
So then, any questions, anybody, about this statement?
Where did you learn to milk a cow, MP?
There's at school there was they have a young farmers club, you could call it. And so we went to a local farm when they needed help. It's like and we learned how to milk a cow.
This feels too simple.
Was
This feels like a trap.
Was that group 4-H?
It was, as a matter of fact. Well said.
What is Group 4-H?
Isn't it like...
I forget
American
what the acronym
thing.
is.
It's like I've been told about it. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I believe it was some kind of like thing where they were trying to get kids more involved in like rural activities and shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, if you're going for rural activities, there's going to be a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's kind of for more country bumpkin towns and stuff.
And suddenly every country person who listens to Scribbler's podcast has got the pitchforks out ready to stab me.
Am I wrong?
I don't know, I don't live there.
Has this NP? Has this information helped you in your personal life, like recent visits?
Listen, you. I don't have to listen to these wild allegations. Next question.
Are you experienced with mammary glands?
Next question.
When's the last time you milked a cow?
Huh?
When is the last time
Last
you
night.
milked a cow?
Oh, so it came in handy later in life when I was working for another company. And we're doing charity work. Similar sort of deal. Like they did various work around they brought us all in to do various jobs around the farm, and they said, "Who wants to milk a cow?" I said, "Oh, I know, it's easy."
Oh, God damn it, Xena.
Stop, Xena. We get you.
Oh my god.
I'm not allowed to say it, so I'm going to type it. I know. I can't. I guess that's going to have to be something I keep in my back pocket. How often have you done it? Is it just that once, or did you do it like several classes?
I mean, yeah, there were we did it for field trips in like 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, and then also like in charity work back when I was working at that other company back in 2017 or so.
Okay, we have time for one more question each. So, Xena?
I'm trying to think without saying something too
Okay, I'll start.
bannable.
You think about how to delude yourself. Vladi, you want to go next? Don't tell me you having to delude yourself as well.
You're not deluding, just trying to get brain cells to connect.
It's just that mental image of NP's pony sowing a milk in a cow is stock, isn't it? Like, come on there, Bessie. The Big Mac voice comes out. Come on there, Bessie.
Did anybody else have
I got one. The first cow you milked, what color was it?
Brown.
Yeah, I was going to say something like that.
And they do not. Brown cows do not make chocolate milk, as it turns out.
Yeah, don't drink anything brown that comes out of a cow.
Oh, God.
Cerridwen, do you have a question?
Do you still remember their name?
No, I don't remember the cow's name.
Okay. Xena, final question.
Did you have any incidences involving a cow outside of milking it? No, I'm not suggesting something.
Are you suggesting that the cow plopped on his head?
No, I'm just asking, did anything violent ever happen with the cow?
You know, funny that you should mention it. Completely unrelated, but like I used to do a lot of mountain biking, and they used like the some public parkland is used for cattle grazing, and sometimes there would be bulls around, and I would have to one of them got a little annoyed at me, and I was like, okay, we're cool, bud. You just stay there. I'll go this way.
Cycle away very quickly.
Exactly.
Okay, time to vote. So, Cerridwen, is he lying or is he telling the truth?
I'm going to go with lie.
Vladi, is he lying or telling the truth?
I might be dumb, but I'm gonna say truth.
Xena, is he lying or telling the truth?
Oh, you could flip a coin. I know that he has a fear of cows. Oh.
Why do I have a fear of cows?
Because we went on that farm at one time and you were really uncomfortable.
I didn't know if it was going to charge or what. I don't know that cow.
The
It
cow
just
was...
shows that he knows a lot about cows.
I know
Because he
they can
learned
be
to milk them.
dangerous.
Scribbler, you're supposed to be host, not trying to encourage one way or the other.
Yeah, that's an insult. I'm
I am sowing seeds of discord.
I'm going to say it's true. Because I know that the American education system is weird.
So Cerridwen reckons lie, Vladi and Xena both reckon true. Neighrator, is it a lie or truth?
It is the lie.
Ding!
God damn.
Correct. Katie's
So the
gonna
only
kick-
one who got a point was Cerridwen.
God damn, I
scram-
trusted you with that 4-H shit.
Never trust in this game.
There was a girl, I was in the Marines with her, and she told me all about 4-H. I was like, fuck, what was the name of that organization? What's it called? I couldn't remember. So thank you for providing that for me.
You're welcome.
You helped him make his lie more believable.
What team are you on?
Right, and now we have Vladi. Right, same thing. No matter what is up there, you read it out, and you sell it if it's a lie, or you just elaborate if it's a truth, and try to convince us. There you go.
As a child, I kept an ant farm, and when my mom wasn't looking, I used to eat the ants.
Right, any questions?
How did they taste?
Kind of flavorless, actually.
Crunchy,
crunchy.
one would imagine.
But how large were the ants? There's ants come in all different sizes, you know. What kind of, how large were they?
Just little black ants.
Oh, little black ants. Thanks for clearing that up.
Was it?
Xena, don't say none.
How far back is she having to remember for this?
I was not going to go in that direction, Vladi. Jesus. How often did you have pet ants?
Hang on, excuse me, what? Did you just say how long did you have pants?
No, ants.
How often did you have pet ants?
Right, okay.
Pet
Because
ants.
that...
No, I also heard
if
pants.
anybody in this chat was going to ask about pants, it was going to be you, Xena.
I mean, I would ask if they have ants in your pants. I don't know, anyway.
I also heard pants. It's not just you.
I don't think it was much longer than a month because they all tipped it over one time playing and they all just spilt on the floor, and so my mom was just like, nope, that's it, they're all gone.
Did you ever get caught eating them?
One time she was just, my mom got very upset with me and I was very intimidated and never did after that.
You've been very quiet.
Me?
Yes. You just seem stunned into silence by the idea of Vladi eating ants that were purportedly her pets.
I just have... Okay, when you ate them, were you having food at the same time? Like, I don't know, like ice cream and you just put it in ice cream?
What sort of sauce do you eat with ants?
One question at a time, please. No sauce, and it was long before dinner. No, so I'd kind of be just hungry at the time.
How old were you at the time?
I want to say I was 7.
Well, that's so. It's before it's a few hours till dinner. Your mom's taking too long making it. You look over at your ant farm and you say, "Oh, that looks tasty. Ooh, that one there, he looks crunchy, doesn't he?"
Did you eat spiders as well?
No, those ones scared me.
Did you eat any other small objects as a kid?
Play-Doh crumbs.
Oh, what?
The crumbs of Play-Doh that would fall up on a rug or on the floor. I'd eat those, but that was when I was much younger.
Jesus Christ! Okay.
But this is how immune systems got made back in the day.
Well, I saw on Animal Planet that they were good protein and stuff, so I was like, okay, and I tried it out.
I mean, you have no problem surviving in the outback or whatever.
After the apocalypse.
See, I'll be surviving when y'all are going hungry.
So it's cockroaches, ants, and Vladi. That's all that will survive.
I don't know if it's what's that sci-fi movie where giant ants take over? They might come.
Them.
They'll come for you, Vladi. They're gonna charge you on war crimes or something.
Oh shit! You're right.
The reckoning is at hand. No, what do ants have? They don't have hands. What do they have?
Little
reckoning is at antennas.
Little
the reckoning is at mandible
of these things.
You should know. You've apparently eaten them.
Well, I didn't really learn much about them. I just watch them most of the time when I'm not eating them, and I don't eat the dead ones. I'm not cruel.
What else did you do?
Just the ones that were alive. Okay.
What else did you do to these ants? If you ate them, did you fry them as well before eating them?
No, I was just a dumb, mindless kid, and I was just like, that one's not moving, I can hold it. What's it taste like?
Let's be honest, every kid has done that with something I'm holding this thing. What does it taste like?
Were you ever apprenticed to a certain Transylvanian baron?
Now that I think about it.
Because she's got Vladi.
I know where you're going with it. Oh my gosh, suddenly we have classic literature brought into things. Everyone should read Dracula.
We have waited long for the master song, and it's time to join in the chorus. Yes.
Right, we have time for one more question each. So, Xena, what's your final question?
Did you have any other little pets, those anemone things you could hydrate or whatever?
Like sea monkeys?
Yeah,
sea monkeys. Yeah, those. I never had them as a kid, so...
Not me personally, but I think my class did once.
Narrator.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Ooh, I like that. You can call me your animal.
Scribbler, not here.
Cerridwen.
Were you given a nickname after your mum found you out?
No, thankfully. Apparently, everyone just wanted to forget about it.
That's my daughter, the anteater.
They called her Auntie M.
Just stared at her with disgust from across the room and then carried on.
Pretty much.
Right then, so let's vote. So, Cerridwen, do you think she is lying or telling the truth?
I think she's telling the truth.
Narrator, lying or telling the truth?
Truth. Big Renfield energy out of her, so yeah.
Xena, lying or telling the truth?
I'm going to say truth.
All three of you think that this is the truth.
Yeah,
okay?
12 angry men energy.
Vladi?
All three of you just got duped, y'all!
Yeah, it's a lie. Wow,
my-
nobody gets any points.
Oh.
Oh, kids are so fucking weird. I bought that.
Vladi is apparently an excellent liar.
Actor.
I mean, it's completely plausible. Like the weird kid eating ants grows up to be a brony, right? Like, let's be honest.
Like, have any of you guys like watched little kids? They'll like lick windows on buses and all stuff.
I
sorts of
wasn't lying
stuff.
about the Play-Doh, though. That was when I was like 5.
There's a street in LA. You'll probably be able to pull up a picture, Scribbler, where like the walls are completely covered in chewing gum, like wall to wall. It's like really, in a way,
Wow.
it keeps being taken down by like the local council or city council for like health reasons, but it keeps coming back again. There's a little bit of like an artist thing going to it where people are like, huh, this looks really cool. Because you can imagine if there's like 50,000 different types of chewing gum on the wall, it probably looks kind of interesting.
It's probably just filled with botulism.
Yes, however, I have heard a story about somebody who was looking at this wall and the guy next
You
to
can
him...
stop that story right there.
No,
actually,
I'm
if you
going to
want
keep going. This guy is like, how much would you have to be paid to take a bite of that and chew it? And the guy who was asked was like, you'd have to pay me a lot. What about you? And the guy's like, how much you got in your wallet? And the guy's like, I've only got $5. How about that? And then he went ahead, bit a chunk out of the wall,
No.
chewed it, took his $5 and fucking went on his way.
Vomited, presumably.
Yeah, this story is actually first-hand, and I have good reason to believe it.
And you thought y'all thought I was gross for eating ants.
Except you never actually did.
True.
Right. So we're going on
As
to
far as your way.
Cerridwen. So we're on to Cerridwen. Same thing. I'm going to give you a statement. It may be one that you've given me. It may not.
I nearly killed a pigeon through kindness.
Right, so any questions?
How so?
Like what's the story there exactly?
So sometimes I can be a little bit too generous with food, and I may have accidentally... Well, no, it was the pigeon's choice. I gave them half a finger of a Kit Kat.
And it choked on it, or what?
Yes, pretty much. It looked up to the heavens, looked at God, and went, "Why did I do this?"
What were you feeding it aside from Kit Kats?
Say again?
Did you feed it anything but Kit Kats?
Have you not seen like those giant Kit Kat fingers?
Are we talking Kit Kat Chunky or Kit Kat, the small ones?
Chunky.
Oh.
That might make more sense. Yeah, I wouldn't want to shove a Kit Kat Chunky at some poor pigeon.
Why did you feed a pigeon a Kit Kat instead of like bread or something?
Oh, you're not supposed to give bread to them.
I was having my sandwiches and I wanted to share my pudding with it.
Right,
For
pudding
American
is
listeners,
British for dessert.
pudding is dessert. Yes, it's not pudding. It's dessert pudding.
Cake is pudding, pie is pudding, pudding is pudding. They're all puddings. Any sort of sweet after dinner thing is pudding. This is a tough lesson for me to learn the first time.
How did you end up having ownership or caring for this pigeon in the first place?
Well, it was just generally, it was by its lone self, and I was alone on a bench, and it was like a bonding moment. I'm a bit of a Fluttershy sometimes. I'm like, I'll share. It's tasty. I want to share.
Where was this pigeon? Was it like in a local park or something?
Yeah, it was pretty much like my local park.
Was this something that you did regularly? Did you and this pigeon did you feed it regularly and it sort of came up to you, or what?
No, it's just a rando pigeon. I was like, hey, have some Kit Kat. No, you might need to peck. No, you're not going to peck it? Okay, fine. You can... do you need some help there? No, okay.
So
you shared your Kit Kat with a pigeon that you didn't know.
Well...
Has no one taught you about stranger danger?
Oh, God.
Do you not feed the ducks? And I don't know those ducks, but I'll feed them anyway.
I don't feed them Kit Kats.
So, did the pigeon actually die or just choke for a bit and then it was alright?
It nearly, like I said, it nearly died. But fortunately, it survived its ordeal.
What did you like? Do CPR on it or something? What? How did it?
It just basically just like did a cat. You know how cats like have that reflex? They do that bobby movement when they're about to be sick. They would. It was pretty much doing that, looking up at the sky, praying to God, doing that.
I feel looking up at the sky was it. I feel like any animal that's choking is going to have their head down.
I mean, for me, I think about how their throats work. They probably have to like raise their head all the way up to try and fit it down their gullet. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, they raise their head if they're trying to get it down. They look down if they're trying to get it back up.
I thought pigeons only look side to side.
This is a very strange one to pick. If this is whatever this question is.
Right, we've got time for final questions. So, Neighrator, do you have a final question for Cerridwen?
No further questions, Your Honor.
I'm definitely liking this music. Vladi?
No more questions, Your Honor.
Oh, wow, this is getting weird now. Xena?
What colour was the pigeon?
It was just standard blue grey kind of pigeon.
Which Neighrator informs me is apparently called rock doves as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a rocky dove.
It was a dove with the rocky theme. I can't swallow this Kit Kat! Wait, no, can't. Right, so we'll take final votes then. Xena, do you think that she is lying or telling the truth?
I'm gonna go with lie.
Okay. Vladi, lying or telling the truth?
I'm gonna go with lie as well.
Neighrator, lying or telling the truth?
Lie.
All three of you think that she's lying.
Yes.
We sentence you to death unanimously.
It's true.
No!
Oh!
She did indeed nearly kill a pigeon with a Kit Kat.
My goodness!
So no points for any of you.
We were just, Scribbler and I were watching a documentary on, we were watching a documentary on pigeons earlier, so I was like, oh, Scribbler couldn't think of anything good for a lie.
There's a grain silo like across the road from where I work, and when the lorries spill a bunch of it, those fucking pigeons will like stuff their faces until they're like blue in the face. I cannot believe they choked on a Kit Kat.
And I just can't believe someone would feed a fucking Kit Kat to a pigeon! What?
Well, the wafer's fine for them. Have you seen what pigeons eat?
Oh, they'll eat anything.
They'll
They
eat cigarettes.
Battery acid.
They'll eat fucking dead rats or anything, really. So.
Yeah, part of that documentary that MP showed me was people were asking, like, can we eat urban pigeons? No, you can't, because the stuff that they eat literally makes their flesh poisonous.
Yeah, you know what wouldn't be so poisonous for them to eat? Ants. Very good protein.
Right. So we can either do one more round of that, or we can go on to quickfire lies. What do people feel?
We can go for one more round, can't we?
Yep. I'm leaving this kind of fluid to see how people feel, because obviously we're finding out whether or not this format works.
One round feels like it's not quite enough to feel out the.
Yeah.
I think we've
So one
got
more round?
a better idea of what we're doing now. So yeah, okay, one more round.
Okay, so Xena, we'll do the same again. So Xena, NP, Vladi, Cerridwen. Ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I have been banned from Tesco's, Sainsbury's, and Asda.
So questions from people?
Why?
This was when I was younger. I used to cross-dress, and I used to do a lot of like gothic dress-up. And back then, it was not very well seen. And so when somebody like me, who is, male, at least for the most part looking, does stuff like that in public, it does not go down very well in, 2012 UK superstores.
Aw.
How old are we talking exactly?
This was probably when I was around 16-ish, around that time.
Well, we already know that Xena cross-dresses, so I mean, it's already plausible.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Lest
already
we
half
forget
plausible.
the first time that he ran up to me in full cosplay and skirt, and I had no idea who he was.
I've seen you in worse, Scribbler.
Yeah, that's definitely getting clipped out.
I'm talking about your Luna cosplay. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know that corset. I remember that corset.
You went out in public about it. There's photos of you. Why is my story being censored?
I remember this corset. Meow.
You should
Wow.
you should censor the actual story and then not the "why'd you censor me" afterwards.
It's Gootie's rant all over again.
Anyway,
questions
anyone
for Xena?
questions?
I have a question. So, were you fully clothed, or was this like a skimpily clad kind of ordeal?
It was kind of. I used to buy a lot of sort of that fake kind of like Asian style. If any of you guys remember, like the sort of Japanese, South Korean Gothic stuff. So it was kind of short skirts and such, but I wouldn't like nothing will be on display.
Gothalita Xena. Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Xena.
And it was mostly, seeing male legs and stuff in the skirts that kind of got me in trouble.
So after you got banned from the first major supermarket for cross dressing, you went around to all the other ones to make sure you got banned from those as well, wearing the exact same outfit.
Well, because I would do it like outside of like college and such. There's this area nearby called the Beehive, and they call it that because it has a bunch of different stores that are like in a big sort of circuit around a large car park. So me and my friends would hang out there, and it was mostly security that had a problem with it. And not many people in the store actually cared, but they flag anybody down that was kind of, I guess, dodgy looking. And so once I got banned from one, I went to the next one, and it took a little bit longer each time, but it would depend on who was like at each store, I guess. Particularly older people had a problem with it.
See, that's tricky for me because I don't live in the UK. I don't know how all that alternative people who dress alternatively are regarded here. If it's more or less, I don't know if it's more or less Republican than what we have at home.
Were you regarded as scary, or was this just a weird kind of... What were the general comments that the security and pensioners say?
I mean, I have had friends who have I've managed to make because they came up to me at like bars and such, thinking that I was a girl. So I was pretty convincing. But I think once they got a closer look, I think it was the whole uncanny valley. I don't like that, somebody who's a guy is kind of giving me femme vibes.
You gave me a boner, and I'm not okay with that. Get out.
Maybe, I don't know what that sort of detail.
I'd say my boner has made me uncomfortable, but if somebody clips that out and just like animates it on its own with no context, I might get in trouble.
And NPs, no mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Right, time for one more question each. Vladi.
How did it make you feel to be banned from these stores for how you dressed?
Very uncomfortable, and I had a lot of anxiety about it afterwards.
Neighrator.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Cerridwen.
Were you wearing a lot of jewellery hardware?
So repeat that, please.
Were you wearing a lot of jewellery hardware, so like chokers with giant rings on them?
Yeah, to be fair.
Okay, so now we have votes. So, Vladi, do you think that he is lying or telling the truth?
Truth.
Okay, so Vladi thinks truth. Narrator, lying or telling the truth?
It's so plausible, knowing Xena, that I'm actually going to say lie.
Cerridwen?
Yeah, I'm on the same page, but I'm going to say lie.
So, one truth and two lies? Xena, reveal.
It was a lie.
Yeah, so
Still no
Narrator
points.
and Cerridwen.
Yeah.
That's right, Xena's got no points either.
There was a lot of truth in that. I did cosplay, I did use the cross-dress, but I've never been banned from a place from it.
Alright, well, I'm glad then that didn't happen.
I've been banned for being a brony in one place, but...
What?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Well, the local brony group here where I live, we used to do, like, bar hopping. And in one of the pubs that he went into, I guess it wasn't just because I was a brony, but so Scribbler will be familiar with this, and anybody who's been in a bar does. You'll have people who like bitch and moan and swear and say all sorts of shit to each other about their wives, how they're a bunch of like sluts and
Ill ball and
cunts.
chain type thing.
Yep, and they'll make all sorts of like outrageous, like, racist comments as well. So I thought I was perfectly fine. So we used to take these plushies around with us. And at one point, like, very briefly, I made one mount the other and hump it, and we got barred. All of us did, because of it. That's true.
Okay. Narrator, it is your turn.
Sorry, if I rub my right ear, my head squeaks like a bike horn.
What? What?
Bike horn?
A bicycle horn, you know.
Could you give a demonstration, please? There's a
What?
No,
microphone.
that is not a question that is allowed.
I have one. Is this
Go
a
on.
tick?
No. What? Wow, that would be... No, it's not a tick.
How did you
I
discover
don't
this?
rub my right ear involuntarily. Well, I was rubbing my ear one day.
As you do. Had you missed where you were actually aiming to rub?
My ear was very itchy one day, you see, and so I just scratched it. I just started rubbing it, and a noise came out. And then once that happened, you know, it was a neat party trick, and so I had to keep doing it. I refined it into an art form, you know. Oh man, it got me so many girls when in high school.
Is this the outer bit of the ear or the inner part of the ear?
What you do is you put you ever been like had your ears boxed by an adult when they're like punishing you? It's the same sort of idea. You just like put your hand up to your ear and you push really hard on it, and it makes kind of a squeaking noise as the air escapes.
I was thinking this might have been something to do with you being bald, but...
It is not a bald color, no. No, you don't get that until level 15.
Although, a side question, Scribbler, have you seen the Afro picture of NP?
No, I have not.
I should threaten to have Kaylee send that to you.
I have literally never seen any pictures of MP that have any hair in.
Let's stay on the topic at hand, which is my squeaky ear.
How loud is it?
I mean, it's very loud to me since it's right up to my ear, isn't it?
And
In it. Yeah, I've been in England too long.
And it, love.
In it, bruv. Come on, MP, you've got to say in it, bruv.
In it, bruv.
There we go. We've got it.
Yay!
You have a good It's Tuesday, don't you?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, innit?
I have no more questions, Your Honour.
Right. So we'll have time for final questions. Xena's got no more questions. Vladi, one more question?
no further questions, Your Honor.
Cerridwen, any questions?
Did you say this was like a recent acquisition or behavior, or how? Do you have any memory of when this started?
I was probably, like 8 or 9 years old, I think.
Okay, now we have to decide whether or not we think he's lying or telling the truth. So, Cerridwen, lying or telling the truth?
Oh, it's a bloody lie.
Vladi, is he telling the truth?
Lie.
Xena, is he telling the truth? We've got 2 lies. Are we going to have a triple hat trick?
The thing is, I can't imagine him getting any girls by doing it. At least that bit must have been a lie. So I'm going to say lie.
Okay, so 2 truths. No, sorry, 2 lies and, oh no, all 3 of you are lying. Right.
Yeah, lie.
So all 3 of you reckon he's lying? Narrator?
What the fuck?
The heck?
The actual
He really can make his ears sound like a bike horn.
How the fuck did I not find this out sooner?
I still not got a single goddamn point.
I am going to be so mad at Kaylee later for not telling me this.
And this got the
We're
girls.
trying to figure out stuff you wouldn't know, Xena.
Oh my god.
This got the girls. This was the thing that got the girls, was it?
No,
Yeah,
that was an obvious. That was a lie.
That's not fair if you lie about
yeah.
the truth.
Dude, have you seen me? Do I look like somebody who get lots of girls? Come on.
You
I
can't
will
lie
point
in the
out,
question.
hang on,
All right,
hang on,
all right.
Mr. Narrator Pony, I will
just
point
remembered.
out that you have a wife and 2 girlfriends.
All right. Whose turn is it next?
Hey girl,
little
you want to hear my
concerned with
squeaky ear?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh my
women in the
fucking
call.
God.
That there's like 3 women. Did that do something for you? That noise? I don't know.
It made me laugh and fall off my chair.
I'm a little concerned with how well we're
So-
all able to deceive each other.
Yeah, like a guy walks up to you at the bar and does that, and it's just like, all right, take me home, I guess.
You sold
Right.
me, sir. Let's go to bed.
So this is Vladi's turn. Sorry, NP, you've got to make the noise again before we move on.
I gotta take off 1 second. I gotta put in the other earbud. 1 second. Yeah, I gotta take off my glasses because it literally interferes. 1 second. I'll set this one down. Hang on.
Oh my god.
This is incredibly weird for me because he's upstairs and there's like a half-second delay, so I am hearing him making the noise upstairs, and then a half-second later I'm hearing it in my headphone.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like the birds on the roof. I'm guessing for you.
Sounds like a clown's taking a wank.
Oh my god, it does!
Why didn't you put that in the prompt? When I rub my left ear, it sounds like a clown having a wank.
See, that's what you should put on your Tinder profile.
Hey girl, you ever hear a clown having a wank before?
Okay, now I know how you got the girls. Cerridwen, were you giving me shit as well about being
I
loose?
was not giving you any grief.
Okay, at least I'm with good company. I respect your friends, Scribbler.
I'm used to the college humour.
Alright.
That was a good one. I'm glad you picked that one.
I was going to leave that one out.
NP, I don't know if this was worth it. I'm just going to say that much.
No, it actually hurts. My ear hurts a little bit now. I can't do it too often.
No more. Alright, Vladi, your turn.
My neighbors are corpses.
Do you live next to a graveyard?
Yes, actually.
A graveyard or a mortuary, or both?
I think just a cemetery.
How big is the cemetery?
I'm not good with measurements, actually, but it's not too big.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Can't remember how big it is.
I mean, Scribbler knows pretty well.
Did you put them in the ground?
Did you kill them all?
No, as far as you're aware.
How
Not that she's
often?
willing to say in recording.
How often do they dredge the lake nearby? You say they're neighbours. Is there like a road, or does your house just sort of is on the edge of the property line, and then there's like a fence?
Yeah, they're just on the other side of the fence.
Did you ever get up to mischief living there growing up as a kid?
No, I didn't grow up here, actually.
Oh. Is your house haunted?
No, I haven't gotten any spiritual activities going on.
Have you spent a lot of time over in that graveyard? Have you ever walked through it and such?
Yeah, it's actually real peaceful and nice. I sometimes take the dogs through there.
Do dogs ever have accidents on the gravestones?
Yeah, sometimes. That's why I have to bring bags and make sure I pick up after them. Don't want to upset the neighbors.
Do you let the dogs piss on certain graves that you don't like?
I don't particularly dislike it. Usually they go in more open spots away from the graves, but yeah.
Do you use your neighbours as a vegetable patch?
No. No, there's no vegetables there.
Gotta be careful what you're pulling up in that case. Like, this is a carrot! Wait, no, it's a hand.
Is there is this an active one where people are continually buried, or is that just like a sort of one that's full and isn't really used and just visited?
Just a older one. I think there's another one in town that's used more freshly.
Do you often see people going to lay flowers, or is it old enough that really it's kind of forgotten?
They'll do flowers on like Memorial Day and stuff like that.
Are there any statues or monuments in there? Like, I know a lot of graveyards sometimes have like, World War I or II memorials like in the center or something.
Nothing of faces or anything, but sometimes there'll be a little relief stuff on the stones or just little pillars and such.
Are they great for Halloween?
Actually not much traffic with trick-or-treaters or anything over here, but I did think it would be funny to have a prop skeleton climbing over the fence.
Okay, time for final questions. So, Cerridwen, you have a final question?
I think I'm good.
Neighrator, any final questions?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Xena, any final questions?
Are there any like creepy like corvids hanging around?
Yep, there's a whole family in a big tree right next to us.
And now we have the votes. So, Xena, do you think that she's lying or telling the truth?
I am just gonna say true, but I could flip a coin on this, so I'm gonna just flip it and say true.
So Xena thinks true. Neighrator, true or lie?
Lie.
Cerridwen, true or lie?
I think true, but it could switch either way because I feel like she's withholding information somewhere, somehow.
So Xena and Cerridwen both reckon true. Neighrator reckons lie. Vladi?
It is true. I'm right next to a cemetery.
Oh.
Yes!
Hey, you
So
finally got a
Xena
point.
finally has a point.
Get wrecked, MP.
Well,
Wow.
Cerridwen's winning at the moment. Right, the final part then, we have Cerridwen. At this point, Cerridwen is winning with points. She has 4, Neighrator has 2, Xena has 1, and poor Vladi is lagging with 0.
Where's the baby Vladi?
Did you just say feed baby Vladi?
It's a baby Vladi.
That is really creepy how accurate that is.
My anti-natalism is, getting stronger.
Right, okay. Cerridwen?
I used to work for a company that manufactured dog-friendly beers to be sold to pet owners.
So any questions?
What was the name of said company?
That might be information that shouldn't be public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always saying the wrong questions.
Vladi's got an exceptional talent for finding the only questions I couldn't predict shouldn't be asked.
What is your
That
home
may be-
address?
Huh? What was that again?
What is your mother's maiden name?
What's your social
If you had a
security
PIN number, what would it be?
Yeah, can you flip the back of your credit card over and read me the number on the back? Vladi, I think you get a new question. Go for it.
I don't got fucking anything to say about that beer for animals. What the fuck?
Did the beer have alcohol in it, or was it more like just a treat?
It's just for a treat, so there's no alcohol in it. And yeah, I think they also sold some for cats as well, but it was for like a prosecco.
And what sort of smell or flavor did it smell like? Normal beer, just it was like low or no alcohol.
So yeah, if you ever got those beer flavored soap bars, it's kind of like that.
So it was a solid?
No, I mean in terms of smell.
It smelled like beer soap. Thanks for clearing that up.
Squeaky clean.
So just like Narrator's head then.
What was your specific job in this factory or whatever?
Well, it was a company, so I used to sell these treats in a pet. I'd sell them to pet shops and other third parties.
Oh, you were in sales.
Yes.
Did you have an official company vehicle that you went around to these pet shops in with pet beer on the side?
We had little vans.
little vans.
That
Little
were
vans full of pet beer.
yeah, it was
woman
like
with a van.
a local company, quite eco-friendly. One of those little electric ones.
Oh, like a milk float.
Narrator discovered the existence of milk floats today. He did not know that they were a thing till now.
These pet food companies tend to have puns or weird names. What was the name of the beer, or at least what was the name of a flavor rather than the beer? Because that might be too much information.
We had a blonde ale one, which was nice.
Definitely not furiously Googling beer names. We're just in, were you?
No.
No.
It's funny because I don't really drink beer, but the dogs do. Yeah, we had like a blonde one, we had like a dark one. They had really bad puns, which I can't remember at the moment.
I'm trying to think of a dog beer pun, but I can't think of one right now.
Same. Yeah, my puns are failing
The
me.
best I got is a Bon Appetit.
Bone apple tea. Bone
Yeah.
apple tea flavor.
What was it? Was it just like what's that stuff you add to is it like stock basically? Like meat stock or something?
You mean like the stuff that's stuffed with salt, little cubes?
No, I mean you
yeah.
can get liquid salt liquid stuff that you can add to like soups and such, like chicken.
You call
chicken
it
stock.
Aruyan.
Oh my fucking god!
Meowtinis.
I think we're mostly curious about like what was the delivery system exactly? Did it come in cans? Did it come in like little bottles?
It came in like little biodegradable little bottles.
Biodegradable little bottles. Okay, so paper bottles.
And they had little like little bone treats attached on them as well.
Oh, nice.
Was this beer like carbonated or was it like flat?
I think it's flat, but I don't drink it.
Okay, so we've got enough for one more question. So, Xena?
Did you ever taste it yourself?
No. Who does that?
Well, if you're a
Vladi
good
with ants, apparently.
if you're a good salesman, you gotta have faith in your product.
I'll eat the biscuits, but I won't have the beer.
Glad to know I'm not the only one who ever wanted to know what a dog biscuit tasted like. Sand is the answer. It tastes like sand.
I have a story, but we're not doing that.
Okay, right. We'll hold on to that thought, shall we? So, Xena, do you reckon lie or truth?
This is so weird that I'm gonna say true.
Vladi, lie or truth?
My brain is dying, but I'm gonna say lie.
So Xena says truth. Vladi says lie. Neighrator, what do you reckon?
Give me a sec. 1 second.
He's googling it fucking furiously.
No, I'm not Googling it. I would not do that. I'm going to say lie.
So, Xena reckon... Hang on, I've lost myself. Xena, you reckon...
True.
True. So it's Vladi and Neighrator both say lie. Cerridwen?
It's a lie.
Hey, let's go.
So, Vladi finally has a point. That's why I had to make sure.
I want to thank my mother and the church and
Wow.
all my loved
Who
ones.
stopped me from eating ants as a child.
Well
Oh
done,
my
Vladi. I'm
God.
so proud of you.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google this real quick to see if it actually is a thing.
It is
It
a
is.
thing. I saw it at pet conventions before now.
You can
Oh,
also,
right,
and it is
is.
true about the prosecco for cats.
No, I did not know that one.
Were you actually like furiously Googling flavors of beers when I called you out on it?
No, I remember like flavors of like blonde and dark beer, and that was the extent of my knowledge.
Oh my god.
Just saying, TBH.
Xena has just put it in the Discord, bottom sniffer beers for dogs.
Oh God!
Oh my god, is it dog ass flavored beer? What the fuck?
Apparently.
What the fuck?
Non-alcoholic beer for dogs. Bowser beers. Yep, it's definitely a thing.
Some people who have dogs have way too much money and time.
Can't say much. I'm a very indulgent cat mom.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a dog beer brand with alcohol. That just doesn't make sense.
I don't
It
know.
would actually poison the dog, probably.
It might be funny. I don't know. I know horses will like on purpose like
The scrumpy apples.
yeah they'll purposely take apples and they'll hide them when they fall off the trees and then wait until they ferment and then eat a bunch of them and get really drunk.
Just
My
fucked up
goodness.
horses.
Yep. What they do? They just fall on their sides and like run on their sides in the field. Like I'm so fucked up right now.
I think I've seen people feed like beer and stuff to horses before. I think obviously they're much bigger animals, so they probably can handle it.
So that's what Applejack does in her free time.
That's the real apple cider. Neighrator, what was that about dog biscuits?
This
And
happened-
also, do I have to clip this out of the podcast?
You don't have to. This was another girlfriend of mine, and I was over at her house, and she there was half a granola bar on the dresser, and I was like, before we were going, I was like, are we done with this? Like, can we throw it? She was like, yeah, I'm done with that. I said, okay, well, I'm not gonna throw away perfectly good food, and so I took a bite. It was not a granola bar for people.
Was it a birdseed granola?
Oh no.
It was, I don't know what it was, I forget, but my first thought was like, wow, this is very dry. And in that moment, when she gave me this horrified look on her face, and I in that moment, I realized what I'd done. I was like, oh shit, Jesus, okay. Well, it's not that bad. I mean, how bad can it be for me? So I wasn't going to spit it out. So I just chewed on it for a while, and chewed on it for a while. It was so dry, and I literally just couldn't. And so spat it back out in the wrapper and put it in the trash. And my other girlfriend is just laughing her head off the entire time. And then the dog is like looking at me. He wanted the other half of that granola bar, and so he's looking at me and he's like sniffing around the trash where I had thrown it. He's like, "What did you do? Why did you do this?"
Biscuit! You ate my biscuit! You bastard!
I realized in the moment what I had done when she gave me a horrified look after I took a bite of this doggy granola bar. Anyway.
On a similar note, I enjoy eating dog cookies from the store.
I tried dog food when I used to go take Suki for walks, and I had a pocket full of dog food to make her come back when she wouldn't come off the lead. And I tried it. It's just sand.
Well, you should try the ones I have. They got the nice cream in the middle and stuff. It's real nice.
I think I've got another
Vladi's
random
the connoisseur.
fact, which is worse than dog biscuits.
It's an upgrade
Oh, no.
from
Fish
ants, I'll
food.
tell you that.
I've eaten fish food. Those little pellets.
My goodness. What is wrong with us?
Those
Aren't those made from like fish tails?
Really?
I swear that I remember reading somewhere that fish food is made from other fish.
Yeah, that's a thing.
worst Fruity Pebbles ever.
And suddenly Xena is the most normal one of us.
I mean, that's debatable.
She eats Play-Doh.
Right, would you like to go on to round 2? Quickfire lies?
Okay.
Okay, so the premise of Quickfire Lies is, in the same order as before, I'm going to DM people the first and second half of a fact for each player. Each person has to make up their own version of the second half of the fact and read out both their version and the real version. And everyone must guess which one is the correct answer. You cannot interrogate them on this one, it's just how well you can debate amongst yourselves, but you can't ask the person saying it. Make sense?
Kinda.
Yes.
Okay, so Xena, you ready to go first this time?
I'm super sorry. I cut out for a second. Will you repeat the rules, please?
Yeah, I was gone for just a second there because the doorbell rang.
So I'll provide via DM the first and second half of a fact for each player. Each person must make up their own version of the second half of the fact and read out both their version and the real version. And you must try and guess which is the correct answer.
Oh, so it's like multiple choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's go for it.
Okay, so Xena, I'm sending you the first half. Don't read it out yet. There's the real answer. You must make up a second half, read them out in whatever order you want, and they must try and work out by debating amongst themselves which is the correct answer. Okay? So read out the first half, please.
Charles Osborne set a record of spending 69 years of his life.
And then read out the 2 alternative answers so that people can debate which one they reckon is true.
Unable to swallow solid food, or hiccuping.
So, Charles Osborne set a record of spending 69 years of his life either unable to swallow solid food or hiccuping. So, Cerridwen, Neighrator, Vladi, amongst yourselves, you must decide which one you reckon is the true answer and which one you reckon is the lie. You don't need to do sound effects to get out of debating it, Vladi.
I think I read about a guy that had hiccups for like some amount of years.
I think it's the hiccups, but it could be either. I have intermittent hiccups, which are for about 15, 16 years.
What?
What?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Say that again?
I've have intermittent hiccups, so like I'll have a hiccup every now and then, and it, I've had it for about 15 or 16 years, so I'm gonna say hiccups.
Like regular hiccups, like just, or is it like chronic, like 24/7 when it hits you?
So it's like there'll be some days where I'll have a hiccup every now and then. Some days I won't have a hiccup at all. It's not like a. It's more like a. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, fuck off.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think hiccups as well.
I think hiccups.
Okay, so, final answers then. Vladi?
Hiccup.
Neighrator,
Hiccup.
Cerridwen,
Hiccup.
you all three of you get points.
Oh, god damn it.
I think I saw a documentary on this guy or something.
I should have gone lewd with it. Spent 69 years of his life flanking.
I did send you the one that had 69 here on purpose.
Yeah.
See, I threw you a nice easy ball there and you fucking missed it.
Well, yeah. Also, I did actually hear about it being Charles Osborne and was picking up him, so he's kind of somewhat famous for it. So
We also, Scribbler, we call them softballs, not easy balls. This is American baseball term.
Cha.
I was talking about cricket.
Are they called easy balls?
Yeah.
what are MP's balls like?
They're
Alright.
svelty! They're svelty
No,
balls!
no, his name is not Belzevish Feltyballs. Now you need to explain to everybody what's going on.
Is this the OC that you two have concocted?
It's not my OC. I've just been helping him make creative decisions for his own OC, and he's insistent on calling this thing Belzevish Feltyballs.
I like
It's
it.
a great name. He's got really smooth balls, and makes all the girls go crazy.
Question.
I've heard if
Oh
you,
my god.
I heard if you use that
baby.
that hair removal cream, it'll do that sort of thing.
No, he's an elf. He's just naturally hairless.
A question.
An elf.
I have a question.
Yes.
Narrator has a new
Yes.
OC. I'll send it to you, Xena.
You have questions about my svelty balls? Go ahead.
Yes. If you're bald, why do your OC have so much hair?
Because well, I see I'm very ugly in real life, and so I had to. I need an OC that was more fuckable.
No,
Scribbler
you're
says
not
lie,
ugly.
so I'm gonna go with lie.
Lies and stand up.
We're not playing the game.
Says you.
No, I know that you're a PIMP in
Alright.
real life, so
I've just put, and I will put him on screen when I do this podcast. That's Belzevish Feltyballs, apparently.
We're not calling it Bell's very svelty balls.
Oh, now you don't
Oh,
like
with
the
his
name?
man
Commit,
bun.
man.
We needed a 3-syllable last name, to keep the meter consistent.
And also
Like
because we've
Feltyballs.
just been listening to Eddie Azar talk about Engelbert Humperdinck.
that would make it.
Humperdinck.
That would
Those
make
are
a
your svelty
great.
balls.
That would make a great D&D character next time you're playing a campaign, MP.
Yeah.
If he doesn't use it, then you need to call your next character Schveltyballs.
I'll make an NPC.
Svelty balls. Oh, he's a barbarian rager.
I'd say a bard with that sort of name.
Wow. Okay, back on to quickfire lies. So, MP, you're next. I'm going to send you the first half now to have a look at. That's the correct answer. You must think of your own. Say them in whatever order you want. And we must try and debate amongst themselves which they reckon is the truth and the lie.
Give me a minute.
The magic of editing will make that minute sound like nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing
Magical,
at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
moment.
You should just make it a long pregnant pause so that he feels really nervous.
I'll do a countdown. This is I'll be only about 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12.
I like how you just randomly went Scottish for a second there.
I don't know why.
12, 11, 10.
11.
Bloody can't count.
11.
All right, ready. Let's go.
11.
Most toilet paper sold for home use in France is A, printed with the faces of politicians, or B, pink.
So it is most sold, I would assume.
I feel like pink toilet paper is a thing.
Yeah.
I've seen pink toilet paper. I haven't seen toilet
In
paper.
France, though.
I don't think I've seen it
I could also see him doing politicians.
It could be
Yes.
like a very creamy pink, or it could be like a pastel light pink. So it could be pink.
I mean, I can see it as they are very political out there, though. They will riot over everything.
Yes, I think the riots are still going on at this point. Yeah.
Michael.
France
So
is
that's some very hot loo
political.
paper at the moment.
Ha ha ha.
I've also seen where they'll print money, fake dollar bills and stuff, but I'm not sure if that's sort of the same thing.
I also can't help but
That would definitely be a political statement to wipe your money with dollar bills. No, wipe your money. Wow. No, only if
wow.
Your money maker.
So by
That
that theory, you're
only
like,
if it's your OnlyFans.
So by that theory, you're wiping your ass with politicians.
Same thing. Yeah, you're right.
It's about the only thing they're good for, anyway. This I can believe the pink, but politicians, that's like a lot of effort.
Yeah, that seems like a lot more money for ink and stuff than just having the one solid color.
Are we ready to vote then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so Xena, what do you reckon?
I think it's pink.
Vladi, what do you reckon?
Oh, it's pink, girl.
Cerridwen, what do you reckon?
Barbie, pink.
Neighrator?
That's my question.
No, as in you have to tell the answer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the answer is pink. I couldn't think of anything. So.
Just
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay, so we have Cerridwen, and Vladi has 3 points now, and Xena has 2.
Yay.
Okay, so Vladi is next.
I like Vladi's
Oh, this ought to
little
be good.
imp giggle. Just
She sounded like Yoshi. Right, Vladi, there's the first part of your statement. Don't say it out yet. There's the correct answer. And then when you're ready, read it out, giving us the 2 options.
In 2014, a missing woman on a vacation in Iceland was found when it was discovered either my brain.
Oh my god.
A missing woman in Iceland was found with her brain removed.
Yeah.
It was Vladi.
Hey.
turns out it was just a normal woman. There's my misogyny for the for the game.
Vladi, do you want to try that one again?
In 2014, a missing woman on a vacation in Iceland was found when it was discovered either, one, she was actually a kidnapper who had several hostages, or 2, that she was in the search party looking for herself.
Second half is very deep.
I mean, I have heard of people injecting themselves into investigations, but searching for herself...
That sounds like an eat, love, pray kind of philosophy. I must find myself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be that it was like an attention grab thing. But then also Iceland is a very big and kind of very sort of rugged terrain, so I can imagine like somebody who is like a murderer could probably get away with it for some time out there.
So the first half was she's a kidnapper with seven people.
Can you repeat the 2 options, Vlad, please? Vlad the Impaler.
That's the second
God,
time
that
I've
was
called
bloody.
that.
I think Vladi might be the one that has a bunch of hostages somewhere.
Wow.
With that sort of like witch's cackle, just like ready to go.
Sorry.
You sound positively murderous.
Oh, yes, that.
You never catch me alive, coppers.
1, that she was actually a kidnapper with several hostages, or that she was in a search party looking for herself.
Hooey.
I mean, I'm settled in my mind what it is, but if you guys want to discuss it more, I'm more than willing.
Do you need any more discussion?
I mean, you go on holiday, you can find yourself.
Don't think that's quite what they meant in this regard.
Yeah, I think I've settled on one.
Neighrator, you settled on one?
I'm settled.
Okay, so, Cerridwen, which one is the truth? Which one is the lie?
I think it's the first one is the truth.
So the one where she murdered people?
Yes.
Well, hostages, not murder. But, yeah.
You know what I mean. So you reckon that the lie is she was in the search party to find herself?
Yes.
Okay, Neighrator?
Looking for herself.
You reckon she was looking for herself is the truth?
Yes.
And Xena?
I'm going to say looking for herself as well.
Okay, Vladi?
She was in the search party looking for herself.
Ah, frick.
So Neighrator got one and Xena got one.
Yay!
I've heard the story before, that's why I didn't chime in.
I've heard
Suspiciously quiet.
of it happening in other countries. Like I know that it happened in the USA. I couldn't remember if it had happened in
Really?
Iceland.
Oh, wow.
It's not uncommon.
Yeah, I've
actually.
heard that too.
Wow.
Sometimes it's somebody who's like done it for like a cry for attention, and they're like trying to, be like, oh, I got kidnapped, and then they end up in a situation where they're searching for themselves or whatever.
Sounds like something out of a fast comedy.
That's America.
Well, yeah, the reality is probably a lot sadder than that, but
So in Yosemite National Park specifically, there's a tradition that goes back as near as anybody can figure out, where they'll somebody in the campgrounds will just be shouting for Elmer, and this is just the joke is that like Elmer's been lost for like decades, but everybody's still looking for him. So there's just you go camping, and as soon as the sun starts to set, people start calling for Elmer.
You just reminded me of something horrifying. I just got reminded that fucking Trump called Yosemite Yosemite.
Oh my goodness.
God.
If anything was it's like, have you never fucking seen a cartoon? It's just like a sign of his disconnect from reality. Yosemite.
Tell me you've never taken your kids camping without telling me you've never taken your kids camping.
Yeah, exactly. Yosemite.
Very invested father.
It turns out with the Elmer tradition, they're just asking for glue.
Wow. Glue snippers.
My favourite cartoon character is Yosemite Sam.
See, thing is, I remember when I was growing up, they did introduce Yosemite Sam as Yosemite Sam on television because they'd only ever seen it written down and didn't make the connection.
Oh god, there's more than one person.
In their defense, English. Never been to Yosemite.
I've never
Trump
seen the
should probably know better. He ruled over it for one point.
To be fair, also, like, as a child who grew up going to Yosemite, and then, like, having seen the Bugs Bunny cartoons, I thought the character's name was Yosemite. Because that's how it's pronounced. Yosemite Sam. I didn't know it was the same thing.
Hey, Yosemite!
Exactly.
The spelling is kind of odd. If I just posted it in chat, it is kind of. I can see how that can happen, but also if you lived in America for more than 5 minutes, I imagine you'd pick that up.
You would think. You would think.
Not the fucking president.
Yeah, I think that would be critical need-to-know information, and it also proves that you didn't fucking do any research or write your speech yourself, but whatever. Let's move on from that.
Okay. So, Cerridwen, I've given you your statement and your correct answer. You need to think of an alternative answer and read both out in whatever order you want and let people decide which one they reckon is true.
In Japan, there are more than 200 flavors of tea or Kit Kat.
So let's see what you all think.
Oh, that really could be either way.
Yeah, I have seen some videos where people do like candy from Japan, and they do have a lot of Kit Kat flavors, but do they have 200?
Yeah, and tea's such an old tradition there too and stuff.
Yeah, I know for sure that there's more than 200 flavors of tea, but that would apply anywhere. So
yeah, surely you can import tea from any kind of tea.
Yeah, if you go to any like shop, I mean, I am in the UK, so maybe I'm biased, but also in America, I've seen where you have lots of different types of tea. So my biggest question is, do they have? Because I've seen those like various types of Kit Kat, the ones that are made out of various different types of candy.
I know for a fact that green tea is a flavor of Kit Kat. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I've had one. And I think they have like squid ink ones as well and such, so that are like black
squid
inside.
Ink flavored Kit Kat.
Like the biscuit inside of it is like black of.
And I bet you there's going to be red beans because they put red beans in everything.
Oh yeah. But I'm trying
to be fair, red bean paste is amazing.
Red bean.
But then
better than American refried beans,
which
come out of the can in the can shape.
Yeah, I saw those cans of refried beans, MP. You have like no defense against our baked beans. Like that stuff is horrid looking.
Are they baked?
Are they baked?
I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
They're very baked beans.
What's
They're
that?
called baked beans because you eat them when you're slightly high, so you're baked and they are beans.
Amen.
It's not your turn, Scribbler.
It's never my turn. I'm the mod.
Yeah, we need to like interrogate Scribbler after this, make her answer lots of questions.
So I'm wondering though, is the Kit Kat thing like, is that the fact or is that brought up because of the pigeon story earlier?
Is there pigeon flavored Kit Kats? I don't know.
Oh goodness.
That's right. Hey, I just looked it up. Xena,
Hi.
baked beans are not baked beans are not baked. They are steamed. Ha!
So they're like steamed hams.
At this time of year, at this latitude, located entirely in your kitchen.
Can I see it?
No.
But imagine trying to sell that. We have steamed beans. Anybody would like some steamed beans?
Okay, without.
I don't know. We have steamed
Anyway,
hams and steamed puddings. I think we probably could have got away
Are
with
we
steamed
allowed
beans.
to call someone for a second?
You can phone a friend? No. You can phone a
Why
friend.
not?
No,
Right,
I
all of
do.
you got to decide now.
Let's pull this fucking train back onto the track somehow.
I am going to mod a second. Xena, which do you reckon is the lie and which do you reckon is the truth?
I think the Kit Kat is the lie and the T is the correct one.
So you're going to say T is truth?
Oh, fuck, but I know that T is like a Chinese thing and they don't like each
Too
other.
late.
Fine.
Vladi?
I'm gonna go with the weird Kit Kat one. I'm thinking that's gonna be the real one.
Okay, so one vote for Kit Kat, one vote for T. Neighrator?
Baked beans are actually steamed.
That's not an answer.
I think the Kit Kats is true.
Right. So, Cerridwen, which one is it?
It's the Kit Kat.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
God
yeah.
damn it.
Sorry.
Yes, I did pick that one because of the pigeon story.
I love it. Thank you.
Oh man, my knowledge. I bet there's more than there must be 200 flavors of tea in fucking Japan. I'm gonna
Probably
fucking,
more than that. Let's be
Yeah, I'm gonna.
honest.
Yeah, well,
What
it was like.
I dread trying a wasabi flavored Kit Kat.
No, they have that, I think.
I actually wouldn't mind trying
Oh,
it.
dear. I never knew that Kit Kat was so popular in Japan until I started doing research for this quiz.
I'm gonna go to Japan and I'm gonna find 201 types of tea and Kit Kat, and I'm gonna call bullshit on this stuff and get my point back.
The Japan
Do a combo.
exclusive wasabi flavored Kit Kat. Wow. The Japan exclusive wasabi Kit Kat flavor comes from the prefecture Shizuoka Tamaruyu, which is where wasabi is famously grown.
Al Shizuoka Tamaru,
If you guessed T, you may be liable for reimbursement.
Right, so we're going to do one more, but this time I'm the one reading out both the true answer and fake answer.
Ooh.
And all four of you have to decide what you reckon.
Baked beans are actually steamed.
You're steamed.
So we have to come to a consensus on what the answer is, basically.
Yes.
So this is us versus you, basically, at this point.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh.
I mean, there's like 4 of us and 1 of you. Do you think we can like take her? Guys?
You're not allowed to ask me questions.
Oh, okay.
You can talk amongst yourselves and then you have individual answers. So then we'll decide who's the winner.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Hi.
Go on.
Okay. So the technical name for a blob of toothpaste on a toothbrush is A, nurdle, or B, a blubbit. Which one do you reckon is true, and which one do you reckon is false?
A nurdle or a blubbit?
A nurdle or a blubbit?
I mean, I would have called it a dollop, but
Maybe nurdle like is not quite a noodle.
Nurdle. I made you out of whatever.
I
Dreidel.
feel like it's blobbit. Nurdle sounds like a data unit.
Blubbit. Boom. Twist
Yeah,
it.
no-
It's not like a unit. It's
Because we all spoke at once.
the server's gone down. It's got 50 noodle bites on it.
I can see something typing rapidly into a fucking keyboard.
Nobody is allowed to Google these.
No.
Including the audience, you can't.
My God, this person's so
Hey,
quick.
I
They've
hear
got
you typing.
300 nurdles of giga nurdles of information. This guy's
Nurdle.
giga nurdles.
My brain is
What about
nurdling.
Giga blubbit?
That's how the Ermagerd says noodle.
Blubbit does sound like a technical term for like a spheroid sort of cylinder of like liquid that comes to a tapered end or something. So I could imagine that would be called it. The nurdle sounds a bit strange. I feel like that might be in reference to something else, but that's just my opinion.
The really sad thing is I watched the video on this on the internet, but I don't remember which one it is. One of them is like specifically patented. The shape is specifically patented by a toothpaste company, but I don't remember which one.
Well, it comes out in different shapes, at least for me, every time I use it.
Oh, that's a selling point. Blobbit sounds better than Nurdle.
Yeah, Blobbit. Yeah, Nurdle sounds strange. Blobbit sounds a bit more marketable as well.
I'm going with Nurdle.
I'm going with
No
Nurdle
more than
too.
2 Nurdles on your toothpaste, on your toothbrush.
I'm just going to go with my
Were we
first
ready?
instinct. Yeah.
Pour out a Blobbit no more than 11 centimeters long or whatever.
What the? You have a lot of toothpaste.
It goes along the toothbrush and up my arm, yeah.
4 to 5
Xena.
dentists agree. Use Nurdle brand toothpaste today.
Right, Xena, is it a nurdle or a blubbit?
I'm gonna go for Blubbit.
You reckon it's a blubbit? Vladi, nurdle or blubbit?
Nurdle.
You reckon nurdle? Neighrator, nurdle or blubbit?
Oh my god, noodles!
So that's 2 nurdles, 1 blubbit. And Cerridwen?
Blobbit.
It is indeed a nurdle.
Ah, frick.
Oh yeah, noodles!
So Neighrator just went into the lead. And Vladi now has 5 points.
How did you go from 0 to 5 so
See what
quick?
the hero.
She's a turtle.
Nurdle the
Am I
turtle.
not nurdly enough for the
turtle.
Nurdle Club?
There is not. Oh my gosh.
Am I not noodly enough for the Noodle Club? Oh my god!
I had successfully forgotten the existence of that film. Thank you very much. I will send you my therapy bills.
I mean, I feel like he's giving you a different kind of therapy this week.
Shut up,
Moving
you.
on.
We're moving on.
Like how you
Okay.
both
There should be
jump
a
on me
counter
like
for
that.
how many times like Xena says something lewd.
Oh my god.
I don't-
The
I
counter
don't-
didn't go that high.
Nothing I said was lewd. You guys took it and ran with it. Yeah.
You know what you
I
We
make-
know you.
I make sure to phrase it in such a way that it could be passable on, like,
You know what you're
on
doing.
TV.
Xena, why are you such a nerdlehead all the time?
I don't know. You should.
Face to face.
Also, with that lie thing, you should have gone for weird noises that you can make. You should do like the fucking elephant impression you do when you blow your nose.
Oh, you're so mean.
No, he
Ooh.
does. Like, so he gets
I know.
like.
I've lived with it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll be playing D&D, and then suddenly out of nowhere we'll hear Neighrator blowing his nose, and it'll sound like a fucking trumpeting like elephant.
Isn't there like a D&D race that is like a half elephant, half humanoid?
Yeah, it came out in
Oh.
one of the recent things. So
I think I know now which character NP was always destined to play.
I mean, I wonder if he can do certain things with that trunk. I don't know.
God damn.
Moving on.
But
Right.
Xena!
Our lives.
we're blowing my no.
Right.
My bad.
Pope Gregory IV in the 13th century declared war on the moon because he was suffering from what we would today call Alzheimer's and did not recognize what it was, or cats because he believed they were the instruments of Satan. Which do you reckon it
This
was?
is,
I
I
imagine
should
that's-
probably exclude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that. Yeah, that was a thing on cats. I may have actually read something about that.
So you reckon that he declared war on all cats everywhere?
Probably just in, like, at least in Vatican City, maybe. You might ban
I
them.
imagine that like one just like pushed like slowly pushed his drink off the table and he's like, "You fuck you."
Yeah, and they were
Satan!
having a lot of problems with the Middle East, and I know, like, I think cats originate from there, so I
Yeah,
wonder
they
if
do,
that.
desert creatures.
I fuck.
But also, the moon was big and scary.
Yeah, and they weren't fans of Middle Easterners since all the Crusades.
I fucking met a crazy woman who thought who was like crazy and religious. She's way too old to make any decisions, but kept doing so anyway. She was convinced.
Oh, a politician.
No, she wasn't, but she was on like just like little helper medical stuff to help her just move around and stuff. But she was like convinced that like a dog barking at her once was the devil that trying to attack her, and she had to pray it away while she was in a car or something. And then she also like killed a cat with pneumonia after trying to baptize it in the bathtub.
Fuck.
Wow. I mean, I watched I watched a video of a guy who was praying to Trump to save him when a bunch of police officers were pointing guns at him and pulling him over.
Fucking
So
hell.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, fucking Cats of the Moon. Which one did we decide? I think have we decided on that personally?
So which one did he declare war on, cats or the moon?
Yes.
So, okay, Cerridwen, what do you reckon he declared war on, cats or the moon?
I really don't know, but kitty cats.
You reckon cats? Neighrator, what do you reckon?
Cats.
Vladi, what do you reckon?
Cats.
Xena, what do you reckon?
Declared war on pussies.
Wow.
Dear God. He did indeed declare war on cats, but I imagine also on pussies because he was celibate, Xena.
Cats the musical.
Everybody declares war on that film.
Yep.
So everybody got a point that time, so technically the rankings did not change. Neighrator is in the lead, with Cerridwen in second place, Vladi in third, and Xena lurking about at the bottom there.
I don't mind being a bottom feeder.
Okay.
Dear God. Right. Okay. It is illegal to stand within 90 metres of British royalty without A, bowing, or B, your socks on.
Do royals ever go to the beach?
I don't know, I'm an anti-royalist, I try not to pay attention to them.
That's going to be very difficult to enforce because I know there's a bunch of people in the UK that don't give a fuck about them.
Yep.
This question is racist. I'm an American. I don't know anything about royals.
However,
There are more fans of royalty, of the British royalty in America than there are in Britain.
True.
What the fuck?
Now that some of the royals have gone over.
Do you want to swap countries? I'll happily do so. You know, you guys, the fucking royalists in America can come here, and us who don't want them to go there. We'll just have like a national divorce.
Yeah.
You know.
Wasn't there a war where we actually were divorced from America? I swear
Yeah.
there was a little thing.
Please
We
take
also-
us back.
We also burnt down the White House at one point too. So you know.
We had now that I think about it, we had a war with the royalists. Actually, we did that once.
Yeah. Well, look.
But did you have your socks on while you were doing it?
I know that one of the queens back in the day made judges. You know how they get in the wigs and all the pompy stuff. She made them wear 2 layers of leggings because she didn't like the look of the hairs poking through. So they do have weird things about that sort of thing. However, how many people are just walking around in socks? Surely they need to have shoes on as well.
No. Who said it had to be shoes without socks? Socks without shoes? Nothing
Sock
at all?
crocs.
Yeah.
Fuck Crocs, fuck them all.
So socks with sandals is required near them. Huh.
If that is the correct answer, it may be bowing.
I think it's bowing.
We do like bowing in the UK. It's been a bit of a problem, with that whole empire thing where we wrecked most of the world.
Yeah, but bowing. I don't know. I can't remember if there's ever been people bowing.
I don't go near the royals, so I don't know.
I swear I've seen.
Do the royals
royal...
have a foot phobia?
So you say foot fetish then? It's like, maybe Charles.
Does this...
At least a few of them definitely do.
Does this apply to, the guards and such? Because I've totally seen guards, walk up to them and not bow. They just sort of stand at attention.
But were they within 90 metres of them?
Oh, 90 metres is a long way. That's here to the other side of the street. You'd be able to... no real thing you could do, really.
There do appear to be different rules for guards, though. Don't there?
Yeah, but they always have socks on, though, so...
Oh, methinks she doth protest too much.
Wait a
I'm not protesting
second.
at all. I'm asking questions of you.
You're just like Tucker Carlson. You're just asking questions.
Don't you dare to compare me to him. Fucker Carlson can fuck off and keep fucking off when he gets there.
And
Well said.
I've definitely seen parades where they're going through the streets outside Buckingham Palace, and that street is not 19 meters wide.
And I'm just wondering about politicians such as Trump, who was outpaced her queen, the Queen, and he didn't. Yeah, he didn't bow.
Well, it is illegal to stand within 90 meters.
Is it
So it's if
90?
you stop moving or they stop moving, you'd have to bow.
So
Is
if you see a royal coming towards you, you just got to jog in place for a few minutes.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, me too.
Are we ready to vote?
They're both equally stupid, so like both are equally plausible. Some fucking royalist bullshit. So it's hard to say.
Okay, ready? Xena, what do you reckon?
I'm gonna say it's the socks. The bowing thing is way too unenforceable.
Okay, so you reckon that socks is the truth and bowing is the lie?
I'm
Vladi?
going to say socks. Who knows? It might have to do with plagues or something.
Neighrator?
So are royals like house elves in the Harry Potter universe? And if they get a sock, then they're freed. I'm gonna go with socks, I guess.
Master has given Dobby a sock.
Master's given Harry a sock. Now he can move to America.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Narrator, do you reckon that socks is the truth or the lie?
I think socks is the truth. Sorry.
Right? Cerridwen?
Socks.
You're all four of you correct. You can't be within 90 meters of the royals without your socks on. You do have to put on socks with your sandals if you're going near the royals.
I'm gonna go down to the fucking next rally outside the fucking Buckingham Palace, and I'm gonna go there with boots with no socks on, and they can.
No. Crocs.
Very quiet rebellion there.
Yeah.
If they see a croc and they're like, I'm not amused.
There is those like weird people who think that like shoes are like repressive and that there's like a barefoot movement as if like, you know, there's some sort of conspiracy to keep your feet actually like confined. And they're serious about
with
this.
the nettles.
Yeah, I don't want to walk around barefoot.
Just have somebody like paint on some socks like with a professional body painter, but just like the sock area.
They do that.
Anarchist.
There's little tricks that they do to try and look like they're not barefoot. I swear to God, that there's shoes that don't actually have a sole on them, so from a glance it looks like they've got like laces and everything, but there's no sole.
Wow.
These shoes have no sole.
Yeah, they're like, you know, I must be barefoot, and people will like, you know, rebel. Oh, this is a great rebellion. We must push back against the shoe wearers.
Can I tell the Idiocracy story real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Sidebar. So they're filming the movie Idiocracy, which is amazing. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Me and Scribbler watched it.
Very much a product of its time. There are R-bombs in there because it's 2006.
Good point. I forgot about that. Yeah, it is problematic by today's standards, certainly. But so they're filming this movie, right? And they need this guy gets sent 1,000 years in the future. And so the prop department is like, okay, well, we got to get some like shoes that like look kind of futuristic.
Oh, I know this one.
But ours aren't going to be too expensive. But we're going to get those. So they found this like upstart young shoe company that made these really crazy off the wall shoes. But they said to themselves like, well, what are we going to do if these shoes get popular? Like this is a future where like everybody's really stupid. That's the whole crux of the joke is that like in the future because of like survival of the fittest has stopped working. Everybody in the future is really stupid. So like if this shoe brand takes off, then we're going to look really stupid. Do you know what that shoe brand was? Crocs.
Oh god.
I refuse to wear them.
Same.
Yeah, same. Apparently, like people who there's Crocs have a super high likelihood of getting stuck in escalators, which is reason enough to never put them on my feet.
Especially with those escalators accidentally go down into a TK Maxx, right, Narrator?
Oh my god.
You need to tell that story.
Let's just say I had a little bit of a hard time navigating the train system here
Go on.
in the UK.
He got lost and ended up in a TK Maxx instead.
Like I took I was just following Google Maps, and the Google Maps said take the escalator down one level, and I was like, well, okay, I don't want to take the escalator, because, and I'd already been wandering around this a literal shopping mall for like 45 minutes. This Scribbler says it's supposed to be a 5-minute walk, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just walk instead of taking an Uber. It can't be that far. So I'm lugging my 50 pounds of luggage and my carry-on and my cabin bag. I'm just lugging it all, dragging it around this mall, looking for the train station. I was like, the map says it's right here. Where is it? And the map said to take the escalator down. I'm like, well, I'm not going to take the escalator down. I've got like too much luggage. So there's an elevator nearby. So, well, I'll just take the elevator down. The doors open, and I find myself in a TK Maxx in the kitchenware department. It was just this hilarious comedy of errors. I'm like, I'm just trying to get to this train station. Where's that train station?
Yeah.
I'm in a TK
And I
Maxx.
messaged him and went, are you on the train now? He went, I don't know where I am.
I specifically, when you said you were coming here to the UK, I was like, the train system here can be confusing as fuck. Would you like me to drive you? And you were like, no, I'll be fine.
I've got the app on my phone. It's gonna be fine.
And how much did that
No
fucking
worries.
help? How did it help? How much did it help? You still got fucking lost.
It was a 5-minute walk. I spent an hour wandering around this mall looking for the train station.
Oh my
He
goodness.
wasn't even meant to go in the mall. The door was next to the door into the mall and he missed.
I was following Google Maps.
Aww.
Britain
It-
is
oh,
not kind.
also- This was the hottest day of the year, like the record-setting temperatures.
And you
Oh,
had
yeah.
already been lost. You'd already successfully navigated London Underground.
You normally live in like a desert state, or one of them desert states.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, but then when you're like, you fucking British people, it's only like 90 degrees. We get
Oh, the
100
humidity, though. Oh, the humidity is
Yeah,
you
murder.
just
we
felt
don't
that
live
we
in
don't have-
luxury AC.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
No AC here.
Yeah, Envy, you're like pussies. Like I've been in 120-degree heat before. You guys are, I've been a Marine, so I'm hardcore. You guys are complaining about nothing. And then
But
we
it's
come.
a wet heat. It's
Yes,
so
and there's
bad.
there's no air conditioning here.
The train wasn't aircon. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why does it always see on the train?
Tell me about it.
Oh, it was miserable.
Just getting cooked for like 4 hours on
Oh,
the train.
I can't imagine what the other poor passengers must have been thinking. I smelled so bad. This was after a 10-hour flight. I
Never.
smelled rank.
Yeah, when I opened my front door and he was on my doorstep, he looked like some sad abandoned cat.
Drowned rat.
Did you just like collapse into bed after that for like a day?
No shower. I need to shower. I need to shower now.
I was like, Scribbler has lost her sense of smell because of COVID, which is very cool. But I was
Very,
like,
very, very useful for this.
Yeah.
she was like, I came in the door. She wanted to give me a hug. I was like, no, I can't hug me. Shower first. It's so bad.
He's like, I don't care. Hug me. I can't smell you.
Me and Scribbler were comparing COVID side effects the other day, and yeah, they haven't been kind to us.
My goodness.
Have we got time for one more round of quick fire lies?
Sure.
I have one last one that I really
Yeah.
wanted to do before we
We
stop.
got way off track. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Fine. We've got time
That's-
for one more where you debate amongst yourselves which you reckon is the final, which one you reckon is the wrong answer, and then we'll have the final scores.
It's the final.
It's very close, actually. It literally could go Cerridwen, Vladi, or Neighrator.
You can, make this,
Sorry, Xena.
you can make this the lightning round and make it worth 3 times as much.
Ooh.
I mean, how about double points? How's that?
The winner gets 10,000 points.
The golden
Oh.
switch.
Oh, so
winner
it's
gets
fucking
2 points,
bullshit
so-
Quidditch rules, yeah.
Yeah, Quidditch
Okay.
rules.
So, in 2007, a guy named Kevin Shelley broke 46 toilet seats with his A, head, or B, unnaturally large penis.
I say.
I do declare.
How
So
hard
which
do you...
which one do you reckon? So in 2007, in 1 year, he broke 46 toilet seats with either his head or his unnaturally large penis. Which
With
one do we
his-
reckon?
With his head or his head.
This is going on YouTube, so we have to use penis, don't we?
Yes.
The technical term to avoid,
Oh, I'm still getting demonetized for this, but
So he's going around fucking mushroom stamping a bunch of toilets and breaking them.
what the fuck is a mushroom stamp?
I don't know if it's when you hit a young lady in the face with your penis and you leave a bruise in the shape of a mushroom.
What the
That's
fuck?
terrible! I did not know that was a thing!
Yeah, that's new to me. Ew.
Yeah,
I'm
ew.
learning.
Envy, side-eye, and Scribbler.
No. Stop giving him ideas,
I
Xena.
pictured
Huh,
Neighrator
that's-
just in like an obvious like long wig, pretend to be one of the girls. Like, ew, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, he turns into a bit of a Cali girl right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you put mushrooms in my avocado latte?
Apparently, I sound really to Canadians. I sound like a surfer dude with apparently I have a California accent. I can't
Oh,
hear myself
right.
with.
Righteous, dude.
Well, I do a really good shining armor, so it's which there you go. Sorry, continue.
Well, we have to debate.
Head or dick?
So is this guy destroying them with his penis or his
It's got to
head?
be his head connected to his shoulder, to his neck and shoulder blades.
I would think the penis out of the rule of like it's going to be the odder, more absurd thing, but I can't picture any sort of ceramic toilet thing being broken by that instead of a head.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I had like a huge like steak and I went around and tried to like destroy a toilet with it, I don't think that's gonna work. It's gonna be too floppy.
Have either of you ever witnessed a helicopter?
Oh
Oh my fucking god.
I'm just saying it's plausible. All right, you can get some good momentum going.
Do you want to try
The
it?
thing is, I have seen.
Would you like to give a
no!
demonstration?
Buzzed his way through these. No demonstrations. Cerridwen, quick, save us.
I have seen a woman crack things with her boobs, but I don't believe it's gonna be a penis.
I think I mean I was
I'm
gonna say
not
something
allowed to
about
comment on something like that after
I
what
was
I
gonna
nearly
say-
did to Xena.
Oh yeah.
I nearly suffocated Xena with my boobs by accident once.
What do you mean accident? You fucking
I
put
leaned
your-
across and didn't know that you couldn't breathe. I was getting
my
the TV remote.
my nose was buried against your sternum and you have like H boobs, so you know.
Jacobs.
Just like shh, go to
Yeah,
sleep. Go to sleep.
he started to twitch, and MP's wife just went, "He can't breathe. Get off him!" So fuck right. Well,
Yeah,
it was totally innocent. I wanted the TV remote, and I couldn't
yeah,
find it.
sure. Like I don't know.
There was
But-
no air hole.
I'm pretty sure they were touching the bed either side of my head, so that gives you an idea of size right there.
God damn it. Right.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Whether
Toilet
or not
lids.
a person can hit their overly large penis off a toilet seat and break it, or whether or not he headbutted it.
I'm gonna say you headbutted it.
Oh, he's
Okay,
from Liverpool.
I have to
Yeah.
say headbutting
yes.
just because the other just seems too implausible. My
Yep,
brain can't.
There's
Uh,
the head button.
Scribbler, you weren't holding down the button. Try again.
All right, it's all right. Good job you're upstairs and can hear this.
Yes.
So, Xena and Vladi both reckon that he hit it with his head, not his penis head. Cerridwen, what do you reckon?
He head butted.
And Neighrator?
Liverpool kissed the toilet seat.
Which means double points for everybody! Because it was indeed his head. It was a part of a competition that he did. It was part of a world record attempt, and he broke 46 wooden toilet seats with his head in 1 minute.
Nice.
Wooden
Wooden?
toilet seats. All right, come on. That's far less impressive than like porcelain.
Oh no, it might be more difficult.
I reckon I could. I reckon I could break a wooden toilet seat with my dick.
Breaking
Let's,
wood with wood.
Considering I've got a wooden toilet seat, how about we don't test that theory?
See, I was imagining porcelain or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you with his world record breaking attempt.
I'm still impressed.
Oh, we just missed it.
Live omission, moderator.
Well, this is would I lie to you? And the answer is yes.
Very appropriate. Wood instead of ceramic. Would I lie to you?
Which means final scores at the end of this are Xena with 7 points. Hang on.
Yay.
Vladi in third place with 9 points. Cerridwen in second place with 10 points. And Neighrator in first place with 11 points. Woo!
Let's go!
Neighrator's the winner.
Let's go!
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Oh
whoop.
yeah!
Are you the Kool-Aid guy now?
No, that's oh yeah!
Yeah.
It's
That just
completely
sounds
different.
like That sounds like Iron Will has been smoking 60 a day.
Oh, you gotta work on the burns.
Which does mean that we've come to the end of the podcast. So thank you for joining us. We hope this inaugural edition of Would I Lie to You was entertaining. We certainly had fun. So it is goodbye from me, goodbye from Cerridwen,
Goodbye.
goodbye from Neighrator Pony,
Baked beans are steamed.
goodbye from VladiVoices,
Bye-bye.
and goodbye from Xena.
Mushroom stamping.
Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn it, Hannah!
Oh, God.
Damn it, Hannah.
God, nobody's going to get that
God
reference.
damn it, Hannah.
There's gonna be I hope you're ready to cut out a fucking bunch of shit
Oh,
and
yes.
like rearrange it.
That whole last section is just
That is just my life.
going to be censored.
you give me too much credit.
Vladi, you gave me so much shit early on about being perverted, and then the rest of you turned out
I
just to be as
realized
bad as
that.
me.
My apologies.
I held back a bit because you were like, "Ew, this guy is being weird." And
I didn't say
dude."
ew. I just found it funny.
Oh, okay.
But I do
I guess I just read your
apologize.
tone.
We are just as bad.
I just realized I had the wrong earbud plugged into my ear, so the microphone was hanging around my crotch. I'm sorry. Hopefully that sounds
Wow.
okay.
It sounded fine.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
You know
ASMR
what's
dick.
even more impressive? If
So
that
we
was around, if that was hanging down, you were still really loud when you squeaked your ear.
Yeah.
No, wow. No, that's when I took it out so I could squeak it properly, and then I put the wrong one in.
It's still talking about the ear and not your dick. Took it out. So...
I don't think I can squeak my dick.
Wow.
Scribbler,
Okay,
this
that's
is-
just going on Twitter. I don't think I can squeak my dick. Neighrator Pony
No,
2023.
don't you dare.
May I refer to
Well,
earlier with the
actually-
clown wanking?
Ah! Oh my god. This has been so fun.